So, hi, my name's Debbie, and I just want to share with you how I've gone from being diagnosed with bronchiectasis 3 or 4 years ago, and how I've improved my health and my lung condition since then with the most unusual things of running. And I know I'm not the only one that's benefited from that, so I just wanted to share a little bit of that journey with you today. And then as we go on, I'm running half marathons this year and in Rwanda, and to raise money for charity that I'm really excited about. I'll talk about more of that in later episodes. So yeah, I've been diagnosed with asthma since I was 19, and that just progressively got worse. So they put me on some medication that would work for a bit, and then about 6 months later I'd start deteriorating, tireder, chest getting tighter, coughing more. Finally, about 3 years ago, I kept pushing the doctors, and I moved up to Cumbria, and I thought, yes, my lung condition's going to get better air quality, better water, better time outside, and it just got worse. So I went back to the doctors a couple of times, and they said, right, this is silly, let's get you to the hospital. So went to outpatients and had CT and MRI done and lung function test done yet again. The CT scan was the first time I've ever had it done, and that was when I was diagnosed with bronchiectasis. So bronchiectasis is where your tiny little vessels in your lungs widen. So you've gone all the way down through the big tube in the middle, it then splits off, and it's the tiniest ones just before you get to the little air sacs at the end, if you can remember from way back when. Some of those have widened, so they collect a lot of mucus. So it's they kind of explain it like it's similar to cystic fibrosis, but it's not. So when I'm coughing, I cough up a lot of mucus. It makes everything here ache. And it's just really tiring more than anything else, because you're constantly coughing. It makes you susceptible to lung infections and chest infections, and that leads to using steroids and antibiotics, which is never fun, especially the steroids. Again, I'll go into more detail in further videos. So I discovered I had this, and one of my tubes has actually collapsed. So one of my little air sacs is useless. Joyce! So that led me on a whole new stream of medications. I was down for physio, which I just found really boring and really laborious. I was just not into it whatsoever. And then a couple of years ago, I decided, right, I've put on quite a bit of weight. Being fit has got to do something to help. So I decided I was going to do Couch to 5k. I then decided to get to that point, I needed to get some fitness behind me, so I walked every day for a month. That every day for the month is what I think made me get me to complete the Couch to 5k, because it gave me that underlying distance. I would walk that, it'd be 3k to start with. I walked that every day, and then Couch to 5k was 3 runs a week, starting off with running for a minute, walking for 90 seconds, which when you're really tired anyway is really hard work. But it took me a little bit longer than the 9 weeks, because halfway down the line I ended up with a chest infection. So that put me back a little bit, and it was a bit hot, and that put me back a little bit, but I got there and I ran 5k at the end of it, and I was so over the moon. And then so I was just kind of got to the happy point. And then I had a friend who died of lung cancer, and she'd set up a half marathon to raise funds for Mary Curie, and I was like, I'm doing that half marathon. If she can run, and she got so much joy out of it, even though she had a much severer lung condition than I did and didn't know about it, I can run it. The training didn't go too well, I can honestly say, chest infection, winter months, the run was in January. It just meant that huge blocks of training, oh, and I twisted my ankle as well, so huge blocks of training just disappeared, completely disappeared. And I did it, I completed it, but I didn't run it all. I ran the first 2.5 miles. I then ran in every mile. And when I say ran in, I mean for like 2 minutes in every mile. And I completed that half marathon, not last, woo, in 3 hours and 20 minutes. And that was not this January, that was January before, so that's 2018. So we're now 2019, and yes, I did it again in January. I've had a much better year health-wise, physical health-wise, mental health-wise not so great, but it meant that I got more training in, and I've done 10Ks since then. I've completely ran 10Ks. I'm not there at the moment because winter month, lung chest infections, cycle continues, but there's been so much less. And I actually managed to knock off 25 minutes off my time in the same half marathon this year. So I'm joining a running club in the next couple of weeks. I've got 10Ks planned, I've got 7K planned, I've got 10K and a 7K on the same day planned, and then a couple of half marathons coming up before June, when I'm going to do my big half marathon with a charity called Compassion, and I'll probably talk about that more next week. I'll put the link on that video, and I'll also put it in my bio and things like that as well. But that makes me focus and gets me out to the training. So I'm joining a running club to try and help. My lung condition, I've knocked off nearly all my tablets. I think my asthma's virtually gone through doing this, so it's really, really helpful. Anyone with bronchiectasis out there that wants to ask me questions, please do. I'll try and answer as best I can. I do have a little bit more information about the medications and things because I'm a pharmacist, so I get that bit a little bit more. But yeah, if you've got any questions, you want to know any more, hit the like button, hit subscribe. This is my first video, so if it's absolute rubbish, let me know. If I've done some good things, let me know. And hopefully I will see you next week with all about why I'm running in Rwanda. Thanks guys, bye.